All right, now it's time to do the neon text. You've done the one with the very first one where you learned how to use a drop shadow and a stroke, and you learned how to put a flag in your name with the second one, and now you're going to learn how to make neon text. So you're going to create a new document. You have to make sure that you follow this setup on the directions. So it's set to pixels, 300 width, 250 height. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to File and New, and make sure it's set to pixels. And then I've already forgotten what the settings are, so I'm going to check 300 and 250, 300, 250, color mode, and then we want to make sure it has a transparent background, so we're going to hit create. So that's what it looks like. All right, now we're going to get the text tool, and we're going to make sure that the font is black. The font size does not matter, and we want it to be centered. Okay, so I'm going to grab the T tool. I find that T tool. Sometimes you gotta look for it. Maybe if I, oh, there it is. Okay, there's my T tool. I'm gonna make sure it's on centered. I'm gonna change the color to black. Okay, and I can pick whatever font I want, and I want to do something different for the third one. I like to do something different every time, and I hope that you do too. Let's see, I'll go ahead and choose this one. It's kind of cool. All right, and I'm going to type my name. All right, once you do that, then you're going to click on the Move tool and then resize it. So here's the Move tool, and now I'm going to hit Control T on my keyboard, and that lets me make it bigger. We want to make it, you know, not fill the whole screen, but pretty big. And then either press Enter or click on this check mark. All right, now that it's there, we're going to go to Layer and Flatten Image. That's new. We don't usually do that so early in the step, but we're going to go to Layer and choose Flatten Image. So now I have a white background. And now I'm going to go to Image Adjustments Invert. So Image Adjustments Invert. There it is, Invert. That's kind of cool. All right, now I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and set the radius to 2. So Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and the radius is going to be 2. Say OK. So it's a little blurry now, but that's on purpose. Now I'm going to go to Filter, Stylize, and Solarize. So Filter, Stylize, Solarize. That looks pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to go to Image Adjustments, Levels. Image Adjustments, Levels. Set it to Auto and click OK. All right, did that. Now I'm going to go to Image Adjustments, Hue Saturation. Image Adjustments, Hue Saturation. And, ooh, what do I do now? Click Colorize. Colorize. There it is. There we go. That's kind of cool. And let's see. Move this image. Okay, so that's all I got to do is click Colorize, but maybe I want to pick a different color. You can kind of switch around what neon color I want to go with. Say OK. And then it says, move this image to your text document to the bottom left. So I've got my Move tool. I'm going to click on the layer. I'm going to hold down with my mouse. I'm going to drag over, and I'm not going to let go until it's here on the left. And now I'm going to put it down here on the bottom left, and I can resize it again and either click the check mark or press enter. And now that I have my third one on here, I can go ahead and close that. Whoop, cancel. I want to make sure I save this first. File and save. Now I'm going to close this, and we're ready to do the last one. So we're going to do another new document, 300 by 250 pixels with a transparent background. So File, New, Pixels, 300 by 250, transparent background, Create. Okay, what's next? Select the Text tool. The font size doesn't matter. Make sure it's centered and type my name. So last time I used the T tool, I had a black color. I'm going to pick green is another one of my favorite colors. I have lots. All right, and then I'm going to pick a different font again because now I've on my fourth one. Let's see, you guys have used a lot of Old English lately. Let's see if it's on here somewhere. Ooh, Gothic, that looks pretty cool. But it's alphabetical order. So here's Old English text. I'm going to type in my first name again, and the directions say select the move tool, center it, and resize it. So move tool, I'm going to hit Control T. I'm going to resize it. So it's about there. I can press enter or the check mark. Okay. So using the different layer styles, try and create one of your own. So here's the layer, and there's different styles. I could try that kind of stuff. I don't know if that really does anything. Why don't I mess with the effects? Maybe I try an outer glow. And I can't really see what it looks like, so I'm going to move this box over just a little bit, give it a little noise, maybe change it to like a purple color, and make it a little bigger. Oh, you can kind of see a little purple in the background. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm going to click on bevel and emboss. That looks really nice. I like that. Maybe a little texture. No, I don't like the texture. Contour. Eh. All right, we've already learned stroke. Let's see what an inner glow. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What does a gradient overlay look like? Ooh, I don't like that gradient. I'm going to get rid of it. Maybe a pattern over. Ooh, I don't like that pattern. Okay, well, I tried a few things. All right, and then once I have tried some cool stuff, then I'm going to flatten the image. So to remember to flatten, you go to Layer and Flatten. So now it's not editable text anymore, it's an image. And it says move that one to the bottom right. So I've got my Move tool. I'm going to grab it from here, drag it, drag it. Now I'm going to let go, put it over here, and I'm going to go to File and Save. And now I have all four types. I have the first one, I have the flag, I have the neon, and I have the just try something cool on your own, something different. I can close that and I don't have to save it. All right, we're almost there. Close this. Okay, so we're going to save the text as a PSD and as a JPEG because they're going to turn in both the text PSD and the text JPEG. So I already have it as a PSD. I'm going to save it. Okay, it's good. All right, now I'm going to go save as, and I'm going to change this where it says that PSD to JPEG. And I'm going to save it again. All right, and then I always like to drag it to the large file. Say okay. And then the last thing you have to do is to go to Google Classroom and turn it in. And if you forget how to do that, you go to Classroom, find your class. I've got a couple of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick second period. I'm going to go to Classwork, and I'm going to find the one that says Photoshop Lessons and click View Assignment. And then I have everyone's here, but you'll have like a little paper clip, and you're going to attach both of those and add it to all of your other stuff. And that is it. Ooh.